Hi everyone, today I am going to discuss a calculation question. This is the fourth question of the model paper which is prepared by me for grade 12 first term test. Percentage mass of concentrated sulfuric solution is 96%. Density of the solution is 1.76 grams per cubic centimeter. A volume of 22 cubic centimeters of the above solution is diluted up to 1 cubic decimeter with distilled water. What is the concentration of diluted sulfuric solution? To calculate the concentration of diluted sulfuric solution, we need number of moles of sulfuric and the volume of the solution. We know the volume of the solution is the volume of the final solution is 1 cubic decimeter. Therefore, we need number of moles of sulfuric acid in that solution. From where sulfuric acid came to that solution? From the concentrated solution. Therefore, if we can calculate number of moles of sulfuric in this 22 cubic centimeter volume which was taken from the concentrated solution, we can deduce number of moles of sulfuric acid in this diluted solution. So, how to calculate number of moles of sulfuric acid in this solution? We can use number of moles is mass over molar mass formula. To calculate number of moles, we need mass of sulfuric acid. How to calculate mass of sulfuric acid? We know the mass percentage of sulfuric in that solution. Therefore, if we know the total mass of the solution, we can multiply that by the mass percentage to calculate mass of sulfuric acid. Therefore, now the question is how to calculate total mass of the solution. We know the density and the volume of the solution. Therefore, we can use density is mass over volume formula. Using that formula, we can calculate the mass of the total mass of the solution taken from the concentrated solution. Therefore, let's start from that point the calculation. The total mass of the 22 cubic centimeter solution. We need to multiply both sides by volume. Then mass is density times volume. Density is 1.76 grams per cubic centimeter times the volume of the solution 22 cubic centimeters. Therefore, the answer is 1.76 times 22 grams. We can keep that answer like that. Then we can calculate mass of sulfuric in that solution. Mass of sulfuric acid in the 22 cubic centimeter solution. We can multiply the total mass by mass percentage. Mass percentage is 96%. We can divide 96 by 10, 22 by 10. Then the answer is 1.76 times 2.2 times 9.6 grams. That is the mass of sulfuric acid in that 22 cubic centimeter solution. Then we can calculate number of moles of sulfuric in the 22 cubic centimeter solution. Mass should be divided by molar mass. Mass is 1.76 times 2.2 times 9.6 grams. Molar mass of sulfuric is hydrogen 1 times 2, sulfur 32, oxygen 16 times 4, 64 plus 32 plus 2. It is 98 grams per mole is the molar mass. Therefore, number of moles is 1.76 times 2.2 times 9.6 over 98 moles. Therefore, when we add this solution to the diluted solution, what will happen? This number of moles of sulfuric acid will be in this diluted solution. Therefore, we can calculate number of moles of sulfuric acid in the diluted solution. The same amount. As we know the number of moles of sulfuric acid, we can calculate the concentration of sulfuric acid in the diluted solution. Number of moles 1.76 times 2.2 times 9.6 over 98 moles. Volume of the solution 1 cubic decimeter. Now you can get the answer. As this is an MCQ answer, you don't need to completely simplify this expression. 9.6 over 98, it is approximately 0.1. Then 1.76 times 2.2, we can take that as 1.8 times 2 times 0.1. That means 1.8 times 2, 3.6 times 0.1, 0.36. Therefore, the answer is a value which is closer to 0.36. The given answers are 4.2 moles per cubic decimeter, 1 mole per cubic decimeter, 0.84 moles per cubic decimeter, 0.38 moles per cubic decimeter, 0.24 moles per cubic decimeter. Therefore, according to this rough calculation, the answer should be closer to 0.36 moles per cubic decimeter. Therefore, we can select the fourth answer as the correct one. If we do the simplification using logarithms, the answer will be 0.3793 moles per cubic decimeter. Therefore, our rough calculation is valid in this situation. So, keep that in mind. When you write answers for MCQ questions, you don't need to find the exact answer. You can do the calculation roughly like this and select a suitable answer from the given answers. And when you write an answer for MCQ question, you don't need to write statements like this. I wrote statements for the clarity. Then you can understand what are the steps involved in this calculation. But when you do the calculation, you don't need to write these statements, just do the calculation only. Want to score high in your term test and aim for that A+ in your advanced level exam? Join our smart paper discussion class today. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get started. Stay curious, stay focused. See you in the class.